been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of Mount King, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 47. The Cowboys at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition so great when going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Here is 3rd down and 4. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A lot depend on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That good for 19 and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign of the opening drive. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Vaughn is in. Touchdown, Dallas. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Hearns. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Buying time to his left. To Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Burrow. Hearns brings it in. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Now it's Burrow. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
With it is Brown. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth because the taste you want.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On third down, it's Burrow. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Brown. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Burrow looking to pass. This is intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here we go. 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Burrow on play action. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Second down and 4. On play action, Lance. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake. Lance. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker. But they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running behind center with Vaughn. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Running right, it's Pollard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. Nifty move, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This is caught. It's Cooks. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27. There again is Cooks, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point on the upright again, but he gets it to go. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Burrow.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run with Mixon.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now a pause for the injury, and that is as Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Set,
Now 2nd and 9. Now this one into the hands of Vaughn.
That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And that's complete to Cooks.
Now inside the 25. Brandon Cooks, touchdown, Cowboys.
Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game.